So are some of the Caribbean ports really turning ships away, or is this just a big scare over the coronavirus? I'm really curious, and there's not a lot of answers out there. Stick around, I'll let you know what's going on. Okay, there seems to be a lot of chatter going on social media right now about Carnival ships that are being turned away from Jamaica and the Caymans, and they're going to other destinations, and everybody's upset. Even though you're not guaranteed to go to a port, of course, you're still going to be upset when you plan to go one place and you end up going another. But before we get too far into that, welcome to Cruising with Charles. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you get updates when I put another video out. All right, so here's what's going on. So last night on one of the Carnival Facebook pages, post came out that cruise, I believe it was the Horizon, supposed to be going to Ochos Rios, the Caymans, and Cozumel. Well, now they're going to Key West, they're going to Belize, and then they're going to Cozumel. Now, there's been a lot of back and forth of Jamaica and the Caymans are refusing the cruise ships. And then there's stories coming out that the captain on the ship changed the itinerary. So I'm not sure which way it's going because stories are coming out both ways. But here's what I do know. So this morning, I wanted to see what ships were actually going where within Jamaica and the Caymans, since it's being put out that these countries are refusing cruise ships. Well, I got looking on the maritime tracking, which is kind of like a flight tracker for airlines. You can go on those sites and you're not getting exact real-time information, but it's within minutes. So I started looking at what ships were where. Okay, I started with Jamaica because apparently Jamaica is saying no cruise ships. But again, I don't know if this is Jamaica saying it or if this is the cruise line just changing their itineraries. So what I found out, the Caribbean Princess was supposed to be heading to Jamaica today. It's just sitting offshore. Still this morning, it is not docked. Not quite sure if this is Princess's choice or if this is Jamaica's choice. The Norwegian Breakaway is sitting offshore, did not make port. Now, the Caribbean Princess and Norwegian Breakaway, they've changed and they're showing that they're going to be heading back to Miami. Doesn't sound like they were able to dock in Jamaica. Now, what's strange is the Viking Sky is in Montego Bay, Jamaica today. So we've got two cruise ships that apparently were not able to dock and one that was. And yesterday, the Caribbean Princess was at sea. So I'm not quite sure if it's Jamaica turning them away and I can't find any information on these three cruise lines, why two of them are sitting out in the ocean offshore and one's in port. I don't know. So I decided I'm going to go look and see what's going on in the Caymans today. Because again, apparently there's rumors that cruise ships are changing their itineraries and not going to the Caymans, and that the Caymans aren't allowing cruise ships. Now, I'm not sure. So I went and looked and checked this out. So apparently there are 4 ships in port in the Caymans today. We have the Disney Fantasy, the MSC Seaside, the Carnival Paradise, and Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas. There are 4 ships in the Caymans today. Now, with the Caymans, it's a small island. I can understand where they would have some back and forth with the coronavirus. Do we let the ships in? Do we not let the ships in? That's got to be a tough choice for whoever's in charge. I mean, honestly, an outbreak on the Cayman Islands, on Grand Cayman, you'd have three-fourths of the population in quarantine. You'd have nobody to run the shops. But then again, if you turn ships away, I mean, you have 4 ships in port today. You have like 12, you just added easily 12,000 people to your population. What do? I wouldn't want to be the person that has to make that decision. That would be miserable. So what are your thoughts? Is this news media hyping up this coronavirus? Are the ports not letting people in? Or is it the ships changing their itineraries? There's a lot of questions out there. I don't know what's true, what's fake, what's real. It's confusing, especially when you're hearing Jamaica's not letting ships in. You got 2 offshore, 1 in port. The Caymans aren't letting ships in, but you've got 4 in port. A lot of confusion. I don't know. All I know is I've got several cruises coming up. I'm going to be on the Celebrity Millennium here in 3 weeks. And then 2 weeks behind that, I'm going to be on the Carnival Glory on a 7-night down to Belize and Honduras and Cozumel. So definitely be looking forward to those cruises. Coronavirus is not scaring me away. All right, I'm real curious. With this whole coronavirus scare, would you still cruise? Me personally, I've cruised on ships that have just been cleaned from the norovirus. I cruised during the Ebola scare. I cruised during the swine flu scare, the Asian bird flu scare. I've sailed through all of them. I'm not worried. I'm going to keep cruising. All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you get updates. And until next time, enjoy whatever cruise you have coming up. I'm out of here.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see